It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go, here on a Thursday night. Marcus Jones now to return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, set.
And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pierce. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way home. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Right back to him on 1st down. The ball comes out. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
They'll try and run it here with Pierce. And they've got it. Going to pick up the first down there. Right around midfield.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Let's go now.
Right back to Pierce on first down. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Room to run past midfield. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Warrior 70. Ready. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
On play action, here's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. One quarter in the books. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Here it is on fourth down. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Panay Wanwu now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From out of the gun, here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Third and 5. Working out of the gun. It's May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one underthrown and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off the play fake, it's May. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Ready?
On the handoff, this is Pierce.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Pats will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. First and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Here's Pierce. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, New England. His second touchdown of this first half. Point after, coming up here. His kick is good. And the Patriots will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll check this down to the running back.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, it kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
Throwing now is May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Got it. Ready?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
They'll run straight ahead with Pierce. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Come on. Set.
To throw now, May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here's 1st and 10.
No, set.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of this Thursday opening after this. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy. 63, back.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
That one good for 26 yards.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. May gonna look to throw. That'll be complete to Gibson. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Patriots first down.
So initially, I think the defense did a really nice job, Mike. They took away the quarterback's first couple reads, but he knows exactly where that check down is. He finds him. It's the running back in the flat. He ends up doing the rest. Picks up a nice gain before stepping out of bounds.
They'll go play action with May. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. One more time, they try Pierce. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Drake May. Touchdown, Patriots.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. Whoa, good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Patriots 24, Eagles 7.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Hurts working in the pistol. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go, set.
A run up the middle with Pierce. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Off the play fake, here's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll take it in at the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Hurts again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Again, Hurts. Now he takes off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here, another run by Swift. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Yeah. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll run with Swift to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with his back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Right back to Pierce on first down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Ready.
On the carry, it's Pierce. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, New England. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They send the tight end in motion. He'll go underneath to Swift. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
34, Eagles 14.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Here's Hurts. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On the ground, Gibson. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Handoff, they go left with Pierce. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That one incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Hurts will try it again. That is brought in at the 10. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the air again, Hurts. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. They're trying the left side with Swift. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Play action. Here's Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack.
Here's a give to Pierce. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Hey, smash, Rocco, go!
Once again, it's Pierce. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go!
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The defense still has 3 timeouts, so we'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Let's go now! Hut, hut. Ready, set!
So it's a win for the Patriots. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.